Rule 16. Rule 16. Discovery and procedure before trial. Discovery and procedure before trial. Definitions. Number 1. Defense, as used in this rule, means an attorney for the defendant or a defendant if pro se. Part 1. Disclosure to the defense. A. Prosecutor's obligations. Number 1. The prosecuting attorney shall make available to the defense the following material and information which is within the possession or control of the prosecuting attorney and shall provide duplicates upon request concerning the pending case. 1. Police arrest and crime or offense reports, including statements of all witnesses. 2. With consent of the judge supervising the grand jury, all transcripts of the grand jury testimony and all tangible evidence presented to the grand jury in connection with the case. 3. Any reports or statements of experts made in connection with the particular case, including results of physical or mental examinations and of scientific tests, experiments, or comparisons. 4. Any books, papers, documents, photographs, or tangible evidence, tangible objects, held as evidence in connection with the case. 5. Any record of prior criminal convictions of the accused, any co-defendant, or any person the prosecuting attorney intends to call as a witness in the case. 6. All tapes and transcripts of any electronic surveillance, including wiretaps of conversations involving the accused, any co-defendant, or witness in the case. 7. A written list of the names and addresses of the witnesses then known to the district attorney whom he or she intends to call at trial. 8. Any written or recorded statements of the accused or of a co-defendant and the substance of any oral statements made to the police or prosecution by the accused or by a co-defendant if the trial is to be a joint one. Number 2. The prosecuting attorney shall disclose to the defense any material or information within his or her possession or control which tends to negate the guilt of the accused as to the offense charged or would tend to reduce the punishment therefore. 3. The prosecuting attorney's obligations under this section A extend to material and information in the possession or control of members of his or her staff and of any others who have participated in the investigation or evaluation of the case or who either regularly report or with reference to the particular case have reported to his or her office. B. Prosecutor's performance of obligations. Number 1. The prosecuting attorney shall perform his or her obligations under subsections A1, 1A1, 4A1, 7, and with regard to written or recorded statements of the accused or a co-defendant under 8, as soon as practicable, but not later than 21 days after the defendant's first appearance at the time of or following the filing of charges, except that portions of such reports claimed to be non-discoverable may be withheld pending a determination and ruling of the court under Part 3, but the defense must be notified in writing that information has not been disclosed. Number 2, the prosecuting attorney shall request court consent and provide the defense with all grand jury transcripts made in connection with the case as soon as practicable, but not later than 35 days after indictment. 3. The prosecuting attorney shall perform all other obligations under subsection A1 as soon as practicable, but not later than 35 days before trial. Number 4. The prosecuting attorney shall ensure that a flow of information is maintained between the various investigative personnel and his or her office sufficient to place within his or her possession or control all material and information relevant to the accused in the offense charged. C. Material held by other governmental personnel. Number 1. Upon the defense's request and designation of material or information which would be discoverable if in the possession or control of the prosecuting attorney and which is in the possession or control of other governmental personnel, the prosecuting attorney shall use diligent good faith efforts to cause such material to be made available to the defense. 2. The court shall issue suitable subpoenas or orders to cause such material to be made available to the defense if the prosecuting attorney's efforts are unsuccessful and such material or other governmental personnel are subject to the jurisdiction of the court. D. Discretionary disclosures. Number 1. The court in its discretion may, upon motion, require disclosure to the defense of relevant material and information not covered by parts 1A, 1B, and 1C upon a showing by the defense that the request is reasonable. Number 2. The court may deny disclosure authorized by this section if it finds that there is substantial risk to any person of physical harm, intimidation, bribery, economic reprisals, or unnecessary annoyance or embarrassment resulting from such disclosure. which outweighs any usefulness of the disclosure to the defense. 3. Where the interest of justice would be served, the court may order the prosecution to disclose the underlying facts or data supporting the opinion in that particular case of an expert endorsed as a witness. If a report has not been prepared by that expert to aid in compliance with other discovery obligations of this rule, the court may order the party calling that expert to provide a written summary of the testimony describing the witness's opinions and the basis and reasons therefor, including results of physical or mental examination and of scientific tests, experiments, or comparisons. The intent of this section is to allow the defense sufficient meaningful information to conduct effective cross-examination under CRE 705E. Matters not subject to disclosure. Number 1, work product. Disclosure shall not be required of legal research or of records, correspondent reports, or memoranda to the extent that they contain the opinions, theories, or conclusions of the prosecuting attorney or members of his legal staff. 2, informants. Disclosure shall not be required of an informant's identity where his or her identity is a prosecution's secret, and a failure to disclose will not infringe the constitutional rights of the accused. Disclosure shall not be denied hereunder of the identity of witnesses to be produced at a hearing or trial. So they're saying if they got to keep the informant, secret, but if they got to go to trial, then they got to be, you got to know who they are, right? You got to know the witnesses. So they would be called as a witness, maybe with special rules or something. I'm not for sure. Well, here's interesting. Part 3, regulation of discovery. Part 3, A, investigation not to be impeded. Subject to the provisions of parts 1D and 3D, neither the prosecuting attorney, the defense counsel, the defendant, nor other prosecution or defense personnel shall advise persons having relevant material or information except the defendant to refrain from discussing the case or with showing any relevant material to any party counsel or their agent, nor shall they otherwise impede counsel's investigation of the case. The court shall determine that the parties are aware of the provision. So there you go. Investigation not to be impeded. I remember asking the judge if I had any investigation powers as the accused. Do I have any investigation powers as the accused? Oh, no. No, you do not. Here, Rule 16, Part 3A says that I do have investigation powers, and you can't impede my investigation powers. Neither the prosecuting attorney nor the defense counsel, the defendant, nor other prosecution or defense personnel shall advise persons having relevant material or information except the defendant to refrain from discussing the case, and that the defendant gets the Fifth Amendment. Nobody else gets the Fifth Amendment, just the defendant, the right to remain silent. What clause is that? Which clause is the Fifth Amendment? We'll find out here in a second. Refrain from discussing the case or with showing any relevant material. From discussing the case or with showing any relevant material to any party counsel or their agent, nor shall they otherwise impede counsel's investigation of the case. You can't impede counsel's investigation of the case. Since I'm the accused, I am pro se, so I am my own lawyer. And as my own lawyer, I can investigate this case. And I am investigating this case. There's an open investigation on everybody and everything connected to this damn case. You think you get to hit a person 200 times and when they act like they're going to hit you, you're going to arrest them? That's stupid. You're stupid. The person that hit you 200 fucking times is the fucking criminal, you fucking pieces of shit. Yeah, the lawful person. That's the person that's... You got child molesters over there. You got motherfucking serial killers over there. You got Nazis over there. With the fucking Jeremy Costley and then fucking McDonald's. So you got child molesting Nazis. And they're probably poaching and arsoning and the serial killing and all the violence and all the stealing and all the fucking crimes. Somebody flipped over an RV. Took out the fucking catalytic converter. Took out the fucking engine. Flipped over the RV. So they're using... big trucks, right? They're using Mack trucks, heavy duty trucks. This isn't like just some petty fucking, somebody taking bike off, somebody's porch. It's heavy duty trucks. So it could just be a one person operation, but it's, with lights And it's a heavy truck, so everybody that was in the vicinity had to have seen it. So I was thinking, since I'm against racism and I'm against child abuse and I'm okay with planning and zoning, I like the orderly development, to have an orderly development of people you don't want a bunch of fucking trash coming in, but you don't want to be draconian where you're just kind of cutting everybody out either. You want a nice orderly path. I think a nice 10-step, procedure would be perfect. So I'm the fucking anti-Xanus. I thought I was the perfect anti-Xanus. How could they not fucking, goddamn, I'm, wasting all that money on the permits, wasted all that money on the fucking RV park so that way I didn't go in there illegally. And all those fucking things, the permits fucked me over, the RV fucking place fucked me over, I'm wasting all this fucking money and then getting into other fucking bullshit. Dumb motherfuckers calling me gay. Dog face, Fulbright, just kept calling me gay over and over again. You're homosexual. What? Why? I'm not. So why are you saying that? I asked her nicely to not do it, but she wasn't going to she's not a nice fucking person. She's an authoritarian, child abusing fucking Nazi. What, you're just going to ask me nicely and expect me to do it? Yeah, you piece of shit. What would be the point? What would be the point in telling somebody who isn't gay that they are gay? No, you're gay! Because we want you to be so we can make fun of you. You're nice to my husband. You want to suck his dick. No, I don't. I kind of wanted to fuck a friend. But, black woman. That's my sexuality. I am geared towards black woman. And if she's a hippie, oh my goodness. Watch out, world. So, if you want to know my sexuality, I guess all women, but black woman, woo! The original superior, the one with the superior genetics, that's the one my bloodlines needs. But why would you do that? I mean, if you were gay and you came up and you're going around saying you're gay and I'm like, no, you're straight. Nah, they're straight. He likes to have sex with women. No, she loves men. She loves men. And it's like, well, I used to get abused by a person. Don't call me straight. Don't call me straight. What would be the point? Why would you sit there and try to force are you a clinician? Are you a fucking psychologist? Are you some psychiatrist? You're going to force your fucking outsider view, a person on the inside. They know who they are. They know who they are. No, not Toby. Kunta Kinte. You know who's you be on the inside. You know who's you be. So when I was being authentic and I was being genuine, I'm being kind. You think a man who's being kind is, I guess that's more effeminate than masculine, but should I just go around beating the shit out of everything and anything? Is that... Then you'd be like, oh, well, that's a man right there. That's a real man, right? But he's destroying the neighborhood. It doesn't matter. As long as he wasn't gay. Isn't that what that one fucking, the father of that shooting at the nightclub? As long as he wasn't gay. Fucking homophobic motherfuckers. So what am I trying to say here? People are assholes, and here's some fucking rules for criminal procedure. Investigation not to be impeded. So what the fuck? Who the fuck are these fucking people? Why are they fucking being assholes to me? And I did everything right. That was the point. I went to the RV park so that way I would go in there lawfully. Motherfuckers just moving there. Didn't go to fucking pay for a fucking permit. Didn't go to the planning and zoning. Still haven't paid for a fucking permit. You think Colleen Ramirez told everybody on Seminole Trail that they gotta fucking do a soil sample? You think she was an asshole wearing her fucking shitty eyeglasses or shitty fucking sunglasses? Being an authoritarian piece of shit, dehumanizing you, scraping, acting like she's not gonna let you stay there. And then she says the people by the rocks, they won't pass the soil sample test. So that means there's 3 settlements that are illegal out there that will not pass Colleen Romero's test, her soil sample test. That's if she's a fair person, if she's judicious and fair. One says, don't tread on me. So you know that's right-wing sovereign movement right there next to the fucking Lebetter Bridge. Don't tread on me. So the cops are right next to the fucking place too. Did they ever post anything up to the That's the right-wing sovereign. Nazis defending fucking Nazis. Oh, there's a good Anne Frank. He's being lawful. And that's another... You got all the fucking major crimes in the world, right? The child molesting and the murders and the arsons and the poaching. The violence, the drive-bys, the murdering of people's fucking puppies. Just drive by and murdered my puppy? You provoked the motherfucking dog, motherfucker. You're not fucking brilliant. But apparently either cops are dumb as shit or they just love fucking criminals. They're on the side of child molesting, Nazi, puppy killing pieces of shit. Motherfuckers, terrorists, criminals, royalists. These assholes think they can do anything to anybody that they want. The laws don't apply to them, and they can be as evil and wicked to anybody and everybody that they want to be. So, what thanks do I get? Hey, Jonathan, thank you for following the law. Thank you for coming in here. What, you know we had that problem with the fucking right-wing sovereign? Thank you for being left-wing. Thank you for not being a sovereign. Thank you for registering to vote. Thank you for buying all the fucking permits. Thank you for doing it the right way. Thank you for not going around committing crimes. Thank you for not bothering anybody. That's the person you think is, the person that paid for the permits. I bet he's the one going around doing the crimes to people. What about the other people that didn't pay for the permits? They went in there illegally. They are doing crimes. You don't suspect them of doing shit? It's because I got a gate. It's because I'm respectable. It's because I was in compliance with planning and zoning. He's got a septic tank. He paid for the permits. He's making us all look bad. He's got a gate. I don't have one. He's got a bike. I don't have one. That's not fair. I've never had a warm house. I've never had a warm, level, safe and secure house in my motherfucking life for 40 fucking years. You got a safe house? Nobody's doing drive-bys and murdering and fucking spotlighting and doing... Well, that's interesting. Birds of a feather flock together. How come you get along with them fucking Nazis? Boy, you get along with Nazis pretty fucking good. If you're a right-wing sovereign criminal fucking piece of shit, Costilla County is the place for you. But if you're a good, hard-working family man, if you're a good, hard-working farmer, and you want to get a job and you want to treat others the way they want to be, if you're a good Christian and you treat others the way you want to be treated, you will get fucked over and fucked over and fucked over again in Costilla County. Do not go to Costilla County. That is not a safe or good place to raise a family at all. So the investigation is not to be impeded. I got a lot of questions for a lot of people. To the Fulbrights, what the fuck was your all's problems, you pieces of shit? There's a question for them, you assholes. Kept calling me gay over and over again. Couldn't stop it. I think they had a problem. I tried to, be nice to them. And when we were sitting there just chit-chatting on the, picnic table or, I don't know, in lawn chairs or something, their kids started coming out of the RV. And this is when I first met them. So, they got 3 or 4 kids or something. And apparently the door opened and then they started acting crazy like, oh my gosh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. Let us get inside and let us handle this. We're so sorry. It's almost like they were saying that they were going to abuse their children on my behalf. They're going to abuse their children don't abuse your kids on my behalf. If you want me to go, I'll go. I'll be more than happy to go. But, you sitting there saying you'll stay inside 4, and that's also a family of 6, and tied it inside a tiny little ass RV like that? That's not fair. That's not cool. And then I think I irked them. Because I irked them, because I liked them, and I was really pulling for them. Yeah, I understand that. I'm against child abuse, so if you've been abusing your kids, that's going to be shocking. That's going to be jarring. You're going to be like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And you're going to have to change your ways, and you're going to have to evolve. We can't just brutalize and smack the kids' butts. You just want to smack kids' butts all day long, huh, you sick fucks? Shove green beans up their ass too, motherfucker, huh? You can't do your own tobacco, huh, motherfucker? Doing the fucking goddamn tea and fucking shit like a little butler. You don't want a goddamn child. Why'd you have kids if you just want to enslave your own kid? You didn't even have a conversation with... What's your theory of raising kids? You got a theory at all? Is it the Tom Dewey theory of raising kids? Is it the B.F. Skinner Is it the Noam Chomsky? Fred Hampton, theory of raising children? What's your theory of raising children? You just popped out kids and now you're a violent piece of shit, and all you violent fucking Nazi fucks get together and don't give a shit about the abuse? I'm a minimalist, so I do see me raising my children completely different. I won't be a helicopter parent. I won't be hovering on top of them. I won't be an oppressor. I'll let them live their lives with minimal intervention. But let's just go an iota. Let's just go a modicum forward. Let's just progress a little bit. And let's talk to our kids. There's a Native American proverb that says you should talk to the plants and animals, not because it helps them, but it helps you get connected to them so you don't destroy it and kill it. Man, I saw this one fucking meth head fucking guy right around Muldrow, Louisville. He just smashed a fucking bug, but he just kind of did it like such a fucking barbaric piece of shit. It took me a while, I think, like until my 30s before I could even kill a cockroach. I couldn't kill a bug. That's a living thing. It's a living entity. It's just trying to go along its path. I'm just trying to live my life. It's trying to live its life. They say spiders are good, and yeah, I don't like snuffing out any life, even bugs. Flies have got to me, and I've seen flies eat my loved ones, the carcass of, an animal that died. So flies aren't innocent. So I will never feel bad about being the Lord of the Flies. Another thing about them damn Fulbrights, they also was talking about, serial killer shit. Motherfuckers, you think the person that paid for the permits, got a gate, reads all the laws, you think that's the person that works 50 hours a week, that believes in labor, that's like Jesus and turns the other cheek. That's the bad part. That's the stupid. Fucking stupid, man. Basically, what Costilla County has taught me is if you're a Catholic, rebel against that religion. If you're a child of parents, I don't even know if families and marriages are good. These fucking homophobic pieces of shit, they're still homophobic today. If marriage was good, why can't you understand two grown adults, two men or two women, wanting to live together, dedicate their lives together, put their house in order together? It almost shows how stupid marriage is. Shows how fucking dumb marriage is. If you don't believe in two adults vowing to love each other and be together forever, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You sit there and look at gay marriage, you look down your nose on gay marriage, but that says you don't believe in marriage. And to the motherfuckers that's like, well, first gay marriage and then no, there's no and then. There's no more after that. Man can be with the man can be with the woman can be with the woman can be with the man. No other combinations out there. That's it. Just 4 combinations. Woman, man, man, woman, man. There's 4. What?